We saw about the aggregate functions in MySQL, and we also saw about other operators like a logical operator, relational operators, how we can use it in MySQL also. So we were stuck in the classes. I mean, in classes where like group by, having by, where you can group all this aggregates together. So group by will I was showing group by. Group by will work like that only. But when you apply on with an aggregate function on it, then it will aggregate and give you the results based on the group by field. Okay, that example we will do today. So any doubts from last class, you can ask me. Do you have any doubts from the last class? Okay, on big data you have doubts. That we will see it in the big data class. Your name node is not running, no sir. For exam, how many questions we can expect from MySQL? MySQL you will have it 100 questions in module 1. Linux and data warehousing is module 1. So you can expect accordingly, sir. 25 to 30 you can expect. Okay. Okay, then I will share my screen. Okay, we'll work on the same table itself, developers. I will exit from here and I will increase the font. I hope this is fine, right, to everyone. So, I will go to sudo mysql -new root. I'm not giving password. I have disabled the password for me because it was throwing some error. And I can directly give to which database I can go while you're logging into your MySQL itself. So it will take it. Now it is asking the password for my root user. It has gone in. Now you can check it in that show database. Show databases, like which databases it has not show databases. Select database as which database it has selected. Okay, by default if you don't want to write the command, you use demo, or you know that you're going to work on a particular database, then directly during logging into itself you can give it that in the command. Likewise, it's about like sudo mysql -new root and -p. It will ask for the password and you can give whichever the database you wanted to log in. Okay, this is how it is. And now we were there was a databases, tables. So I will list it. Show tables. In this there is only one table, so select star from developers table. Okay, actually, if I increase the font, it will show it likewise. Why? Because I'm actually showing it from my laptop. Now it is fine, I think. The view you can see. Actually, I tried to add that day we had only developer ID, team ID, name, position, technology, and salary. So I tried to add some details for joining date, working hours, age. Okay, but I could not finish it because I thought that we can play around with that, giving the conditions in the where. So I will quickly add some data to that so that it will be complete. So first for the developer ID I have added, this is how you will add to an existing table. Okay, update the table name, set whichever the field you wanted to set the values as. So I will put it likewise for how many fields you wanted to add. So working hours, it shouldn't be likewise, maybe 14. And yeah, I wanted to add the age also for uh, age as some 30. Okay, for the developer ID, where developer ID is 1. So updating that first field, it is fine. Likewise, you can update it for others too. So I think it will take time. So some data I will try to add, others we can see it later. Okay. For developer ID 3 I have added, developer ID, okay, 2 I have added, developer ID 3, working hours as 8, 1. So 3 IDs I have added. Is done. Okay, I think this is enough. So this field is a joining date is a date field, and this field has to take the date values that we have to give it in a quotes, single quotes or double quotes, anything will be fine. So if I see show create table developers, this will show how the fields are created, the create table definition, how the create table query is written, that it will show, and the engine which is it is using, this I showed that day itself. So we can also describe and see about the table. Okay, describe and see the table. So all this two are the primary keys, and other things like joining date is a date field, working hours is int, and age is also an int. Okay, so our idea is to work on with the group by. I'll just open the slide. I hope it is visible to you all, right? So with the aggregate functions, then we try to learn about order by where class, and or group by is not here. Okay, I think group by is not in this PPT. Anyway, I will show the example. Okay, what we were doing that is select a position from developers group by position, but it was giving the information about the developer, how many developers are there, single result about the developer. But if you are trying to group by team ID or something, or select start from developers, here if I try to group them based on their the position, and also I try to list the name. Okay, group by the position and list the name. Then I tried this query. This is what I tried that day. Name, I wanted to list the name and position. Okay, from the table developers, group by the position I did. So the query was working fine only. Some error is here. Select name. Okay, position and the name we have to give both. The query was working fine only, but if you have to aggregate this function, that Pile is in developer, Hina is in developer as a developer, and each one has a different position they are processing, right? If you want to aggregate it, then if you can write like this, like count aggregate function using, okay, count star from developers group by position and name, then this will give the count of how many the pile is present, and how many the number actually each it is valid. Why? Because pile is a developer, Hina is a developer, Vishnu is each one is a different person. Okay, say for example, if I try to group by based on the team underscore ID, and then also it is grouping likewise only. Something I'm missing it here, I think. Okay, one thing I will do, there is a distinct one, distinct position, technology from developers, group by position, technology. So this query, what it is doing, I'm taking the distinct position developer and technology. I think I'm writing the query wrong somewhere. Position from developers, because I could not able to show you the difference how the group Y works. This is fine. Okay, I'll take another example. Just give me a minute. I'll take another example because here I could not show. Yeah, with aggregate function, it should aggregate and give, but my table is not getting aggregated. Why? Because each one is having an individual value. That's the reason. That's what I wanted to show it here, because without just a moment, I'll take some another example. Okay, now it is working. The query which I am writing is wrong. That's the reason it is coming like that. So what I have to do is, I will show this one. Where is it? Okay, Control L. Some problem with my mouse. Okay, this is the query. So what is I'm going to do is I'm going to select the position, count star of the position, like how many number of positions are present from the developers table, and that I'm going to group by the position. This is slow. Okay, I'll enter this. It is slow, please wait. Okay, I'll connect again. So now what it is giving, the number of a developer in the position for the developer is 4, the number of managers is 2, and the support is is 1, and the tester is 2. So this is how on an aggregate it will group it and give the results. This is what I wanted to show. So I have selected the position and finding the count of the positions from the table developers and grouping it by the position value. Okay, likewise, some other example I will show, where we can do a sum. Okay, sum of their salary also. We have a salary in that. Select a star from salary. Sorry, select star from developers. Developers. Okay, so we have a salary field, salary column in that. We will group by the salary. Some of the values group by the salary we will do. So what we have to do, select salary. Okay, sum of the salary, comma we have to do, sum salary, as I give alias also. Okay, it look like a total salary, alias name for the field to display it. Where from which table? From table developers, group by salary. Okay, I hope this query is fine. Or group by department also we can do, I think. Okay, rather than doing this, we will do it by team or developer ID. And one thing you have to remember in a group by is whatever the field we are trying to group by, that should also be selected. Okay, while listing, that should also be selected, then only it gives the proper result. Otherwise, it will throw error. Actually, from MySQL 8.0, they have made this condition like whatever you are grouping it by, you can group it by many number of fields. That you have to select it also, then only it gives the result. Unknown developer ID it is. The field name is a developer ID. So underscore ID. So it is giving the result for everything because it is not here it is working in a different way. Developer ID is unique field. Yeah. Then I have to go based on team ID, I suppose. Because team ID is not unique. Team ID can be is replicated. So I will go by grouping through team ID. Team underscore ID. Here also I'll give team underscore ID. Okay, now you can see, no? So what it does, salary of team ID 1, everything it aggregated, I mean it summed up together and it gives a result. Similarly, salary for the team IDs 2. If you see the table above, salary for team ID 2, it summed up and it gave the result. Okay, I will list it here again. So salary for team ID 3, it summed up, it gave the results. So group Y will work beautifully on the aggregation. Otherwise, if it has a distinct value as said, it will give the distinct result only. You cannot use the thank you, sir. Thank you for helping me. You cannot use it on a distinct value. You cannot see the result at all. That is why I was not able to get the result at all at that time. Okay. And what else you can do with that? Some more example I will show. So maximum salary also you can find out minimum salaries. Okay. Again, also group by multiple columns too. So those things I will show. So I will take a select team ID, or you can also go for the positions. Okay, for what are the positions you wanted to see the maximum salaries on that. Okay, so the query is like find the maximum salary for the positions, particular position. Okay, position, then max of what is the field we are going to check. It is a salary. Okay, from which table? Developers table. uh, Group by, I gave the position under the position, group by the position. Enter. So it has, now you can see the aggregate. Okay, salary, maximum salary for developer, it is giving the result. Show it. Sorry, I'm using the laptop and having a problem in the mouse. Yeah, now it is fine. So for the developer, there is the maximum salary, 30,000 is there and 10,000 is. So which is the maximum of those two, it will give the result. So you can see that here in our query. Salary as a, not, yeah, salary, this is sum, but we wanted to see the maximum, right? The query is down. So maximum for the developer is 30,000, and for the managers, there are two managers. Two managers, maximum is 25,000. Both are 25,000 only. So that is the maximum salary for manager, and this for the support 15. Likewise, it will group and give. So this is how you have, it will be giving a meaningful results if you write it this way. Okay. I hope that this is fine. If you wanted to group it by multiple fields, or you can have a minimum also, maximum, minimum, those are the aggregate functions. So minimum salary, and say for example for the technologies, a list of technologies, right? That I will put it. Technology is one of the columns. So technology, group by the technology itself. Okay, so the minimum salary for each of the technology is just a listing. 10 is also there in the technology. And I will try to group by different fields. Okay, we have fields like position, technology, and salary. So, okay, we'll try to group by different fields. Okay, not only single field you can group by different fields also. So what I will do, select team ID, comma, position. Okay, count star, count and see the values from developers table. where, not where, group I, team underscore ID, and position. I don't know whether this works. Let's see. Then I will give the count as count, alias name for the field I'm giving. So it is not grouping it together. I think both are different values. So I should not be writing it likewise, I think. Hmm. Two different fields we have to take and group it by them. Okay, we will take position and technology. Why it will not group here is because team ID 1 is a position developer, right? Team ID 1, okay, it is grouping properly only. So for the team ID 1, there are two positions, developer position 2 are there. So the count is giving 2. For others, it is 1, 1 only. That's the reason you cannot see the difference much. If it is otherwise, the first one is working fine. So likewise, you can group together only. It is like different fields you have, and there is a common things between the fields, between the columns. Then that you can group it together to see the count or maximum value or minimum value likewise. So is this clear? This multiple column grouping, is this clear? The thing is, I don't have a proper table populated. That's why I could not show the proper result. Maybe one thing I can add it. Maybe in the next class I will have a different table which gives a proper count. That's the reason you could not see it properly. Okay, is this a concept is clear? Can you tell me? Or you want me to add a proper table and show for others? Yeah, okay, this is fine. I'll see if anything else I will show in this. Some more examples I have, but I'm not sure whether it will work because I didn't populate this table properly. So I'm not sure whether it will work. Maybe we will try it. Like working hours and all I gave. Okay. Okay, select a name, age, count star from developers, group by age, name. So using the having class, we are going to check if the having class is working. Okay, having class, in that you can give some conditions like if the average working hours. Having average working hours. Having will help you to find that the condition satisfied. Whether this condition is satisfied, it will give the result likewise. So select name, count star from developers. This is fine. We will see having the average of working hours. It will aggregate the average age and it gives average of the working hours and it gives the result. So working hours is not this one for us. It is a different field name. Working hours, I think. VRS. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this is how it is giving the result. Like a name and age it is giving. Okay, and the count of each age. And I mean, actually, what it is doing is it is giving the five results only one, two, three, four, five. Because only for that I have given the average age. Average, I mean, for that I have given the working hours result, right, in our developers table. Developers table, only for five fields I have given the result. So only that it is giving. So here also there is nothing distinct, so it is giving each result. The table is wrong for me. I think that's why it is not giving proper. Okay, one more thing I will try rather than that. Okay, having class, I will give some example. Name, say sum of the salary from developers, where developer ID in, there is an in operator we saw, no? In 1 comma 3. So it will take the result in 1 and 3 and it gives the gives us the result. Okay, so I'll enter it. Some problem in the aggregate. Some salary from developers table where developer ID in I and 1 and 3. In aggregate query without group by aggregation, select list contains non-aggregated column. I think it needs a group by the developer ID in this group by name. Yeah, so it is giving the result of 1 and 3. Okay, grouping it by the name. What this query is doing, I'm trying to find the developer ID values 1 and 3 in this. Our table, if you see, 1 and 3 is Payal and Vishnu. Okay, it is not doing a group by actually, but it is just checking the value and giving it to us. The in will give the values of 1 and 3 in this. So 1 and 3 is Payal and Vishnu. That it is giving. Or we can also check having age greater than 10 or greater than 20, unknown column in having class. Having will work on only aggregate functions. So it should be sum of this. Okay, it will also give the same result. Okay, I think this query is not working properly on the table, all my table. I cannot show the difference. Maybe I will populate it. We will move on. Okay, we will see joints today. I will create a proper table and I will show because it is grouping is not properly happening. One more query I will try. Otherwise, I will write a proper table and show because this is not one. This is not a D name like a name position. One more query I will try to explain it. This and anyway, it will not also work because my table is not that way. It looks different. Developers where we can also have where condition age equal to 30. I have group by name, position, working hours. It is giving syntax error. Okay, guys, I will populate the table properly. Okay, this will not give any result at all. I see that. I will populate it and then show you in the next class. We will move on to joins. Okay, because group by is working. It will work on a different values, and if you're trying to group by on a particular field value, then it will work. But having I am just it is not giving the expected result. It is giving a plain result. Okay, it is not going to do a sum of the average greater than 20 and all. It is not doing it at all. Okay, that's why I have to give a proper table. Then it will you can see the difference how it works. Okay, right? Sorry about this. I didn't do this clearly. Later I will do it. Okay, so about the joins, we will move on to the joins concept. Joins is to join the two tables, okay, two or more tables. And if you wanted to retrieve results from two or more tables, then you can go for the joins. There are different kind of joins in MySQL. Okay, in normal programming languages also it is there. Okay, a join is used to combine rows from two or more tables. So if you wanted to say in different tables results, say for example, you have a registration portal. In the registration portal, you have a student information, okay, and also you have the user information. Student registration information is like which courses they are joining. I'm talking about ours only, which courses the students are joining, and what is the fee amount they are going to pay and what about the other details like documents they are submitting. You can also have a user table or the student table where his information are like name, place, address, father name. You would have registered likewise, right? Father name, mother name, occupation of them, okay, and your education information, all these things. So if I wanted to find the details of these two tables, one is the registration table and another one is the student table, and say you have a primary key. This is struck. Okay, you have a primary key in both. Then you can join if you wanted to find a particular student's information, personal information also, and also the registration information. That time you can use this joins. Okay, or either you can use the keys, primary keys to retrieve the data. Otherwise, you can use the joins to retrieve the row information between from two tables. Okay, so hello, Panita Gai. Okay. So you used to combine rows from two or more tables. These are the types of joins which is available in MySQL or in any SQL structured programming language, which is a inner join, outer join. Outer join can be of a left outer join and a right outer join. Okay, and there is also cross join. So inner join is like whichever, if you take two table, if you put inner join, if you try to join those two tables, whatever the common data between those two tables, it will give us the result. Okay, returns the matching values in both the tables. Say for example, in your registration table, you have a student name, and also in your user table or the student table, you have a student name. So when you try to join these two tables, this is the syntax query, okay? Then it will give the common is student name from a registration table also, student name from the uh, student table also. So select whatever the columns you wanted to get the result, okay? From table 1, inner join table 2, okay? Where the what you are going to match, on what column you are going to match it, that you have to give it. This is the query you have to write for joining, okay? You will use it as inner join. So whatever is matching in the column field, like student name is like a Payal, and student name this if you think like a registration portal. Sorry, I could not write it. I don't have that pen. This is registration, and if this one you think it as a student table, then Payal is present in a registration table also, and it is present in a student table also. That value it gives. Okay, so it is actually getting the values from each of the columns between the tables. So this is how it works. Inner join. Table 1, table 2 is there. Table 1 you have IDs, and table 2 is also having IDs. Okay, so both it is matching based on the ID. So if you see the query, you're going to select the ID and the name. It means to list the ID and the name from table 2 and table 1. Okay, table inner join, sorry, here from table 1 and table 2, you're going to do an inner join. So whatever ID it is matching, right? ID, table 1 ID and a name, and table 2's ID is CS, stream is a CS, and IT, those things it will be listed out. Is it clear? Like we are doing a matching based on the ID and the listing. What are we listing? IDs, name, and stream. All these things we are going to list. So whichever is matching between the two tables, it will list out. Okay. This is inner join, and outer in the outer join there is a left outer join. You can also say left join or a right outer join. Okay, so outer join is divided into two: left outer join and right outer join. In the left join, so all the values from the table 1 will be listed, and whatever is matching between table 1 and table 2, okay, all the values matching between table 1 and table 2, which is this portion, that also will be listed. Okay, this is how you can write. Select whatever the column names you wanted to list it from table 1, left join table 2. So you can think that the left table will be listed completely along with the matching values in the second table. So if you see it here, left join, okay, ID 1 name, and the right table also having ID and a string. Okay, left join, if you join it, okay, whatever the match, all the fields of left will table will come. You see, if you can see ID of all the values from the left table, it is coming. All the rows from the left table, along with whatever is matching with the right table. That is one. Okay, again one ID is matching, and two is matching with the right table. That's how left outer join works. Okay, if your requirement is like that, from one of the tables you wanted all the details, and some in another table you wanted the matching details. Say I told like the student name matching only you wanted from the student table, but you wanted to list the registration information, all the registration information from a registration table, then you can go for the left join. Okay, and then right join is the opposite of the left join, whereas the right table, all information along with the matching information from the left table, it will list. Okay. So right join keyword returns all the records from the right table, table 2, and match records from the left. The result is null from the left table when there is a no match. If there is a no match for the table, say here you can see it in your, see there is a no match for the string, right? From the left table there is no match for the string. So that time it will give a result null. This we will see it in example, then it will be easy. Okay, and now we can conceptually understand this. So this is how you will write. You will have a right join. Whatever the columns you have to select it on a right join on which column you are going to do the match. Okay, on table1 dot column name, table2 dot column name likewise. Okay, right, we have seen. So this is the example for right table. All the fields from ID and stream it is listed here, and from the left table whatever is a matching like 1 and 2 matching is listed. Okay, for the ninth row in the right table there is no matching value in the left table, that's why it is blank. Okay, furthermore, so there is a cross join. Cross join is like completely like one to many join it is. Okay, how it will happen is it will take from the one table and it will take cross join with all the values in the next table. Okay, cross join returns a Cartesian product of the sets of rows from the joined table. When each row of a first table is combined with each row from the second table, known as Cartesian join. It means like omelette. No, this is the table. There are three tables here: meals, menu combination, and drinks. Omelette will be combined with the menu. Okay, each of the field will be combined and it will give the results. Omelette and this juice, fried egg and this and second juice, orange juice, sausage and again sausage. Okay, and again omelette and this juice, orange juice, and some uh, magnifier is there, no, that it will list. Okay, every it will be combining likewise. Meals one table, this one completely omelette with the complete combination it will take it. Okay, omelette with all the fields in the second table it will match. It will not match, it will retrieve it. Okay, it will combine and it will join and give the result. Likewise, like this. Then if you take about fried egg again it will, this is what Cartesian join they say. Cartesian join means each field in one table will will join with every other field in the another table, then gives us the result. It will be a long result. Okay, select star from table 1, cross join in table 2. Likewise, you can give. Okay, select star from table 1. You don't have to give cross join also directly. If you give select star from table 1 to table 2, it will give the result. And this is how cross join works, as I told. Like one will join with the value, the field, the row from table A will join with the row in table B. The row from uh, table A, which is 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2, 3. 3 1 3 2 3 3. This is what Cartesian join is. You can write it likewise also, like 1 comma 2. I could not write it here in a bracket 2 1 comma 1 1 comma 3 1, and likewise 2 comma 1 2 comma 2 2 comma 3. Completely you want the details, then you go for the cross joins. Okay, and then cross join is this one. Say for example table the ID1 is there and this table is all there. Then if you cross join us, this is how the result it will show, like 1A 1A 1B 1C. You can see it here. 2A 2B 2C 3A 3B 3C. This is what the complete join. Okay, then what is this multiple database joins? That also you can do it. Between the databases also you can do it. So whenever you wanted to specify which database it is, then you have to say a dot. Okay, you have to use the database name dot the field name. Likewise you will give. Say for example, there are two databases if you wanted to take, like employee and the cons database. It is a in a developers database, not developers, cons, con is the database name. Okay, cons database, and the field which you are going to join in those two database is like employee details and developer details. Okay, developer details. Then you can give the field name a database name dot field name and inner join with the developers another database that you can do it on a particular id. You have to give the id need not be same. The id can be matching with developer id on the age also between the two tables. Okay, see here they will give an alias name. Okay, rather than every time typing like a employee dot employee details dot developer id, rather than typing like this, we can give the proper name, proper some name, alias name, that you can directly use it. Likewise we can do. And full join is not supported in MySQL. Okay, in other SQL server it is supported, but it is not supported in MySQL. Okay, in order to you can achieve this property full join. Okay, full join is like complete. If we have a two tables, right, two tables, likewise completely, like a table 1 and table 2 completely, if you wanted to join and give the result, get the result, then it is a full join. This may be equivalent to details like a select star from table 1 and table 2. Likewise also you can write it directly. But a full join, if you wanted to achieve, you can achieve using left join and the right join together. Okay, select star from a table 1, left join table 2 on the particular id you can give. Union, there is an union operator. Using that union operator you can achieve the full join, applying left join and right join on your tables. We'll see example in that, then it will be clear. Okay, more than one table also you can do that. Okay, you can do a left join on more than one tables or right join on more than one table. So that is the example for this union operator. We will see it later on. So this is the full join. Full join is this portion is a left, right, and this portion is a right. So together, if you wanted to get the results on the common also, then you can go for full join, which can be achieved using a union operator on left join and right join. Okay, this is the example for full join. Like a left table is there, right table is there. In a SQL, you can give full join, you can use it, but in MySQL, full join you can have that keyword you can use, but in MySQL you cannot use that keyword. Okay, so what it will do, it will take the common of both. Okay, whatever is not common also it will list out. Okay, that is the idea behind full join. Whereas in left join, it will take the common complete table of the left table, and it will also take the common between left and right table. Okay, table 1 and table 2. When I say table left and right table, it means table 1 and table 2. And on the right join, it will take complete details, complete rows of right table. Okay, and whatever is common with the other table. But in full join, whatever is common or not common, it will combine together and give us the result. Say for 3 field, 3 row, we have a 3 Samir in left table, but we don't have an ID 3 in the right table. So that stream, okay, stream all details also we don't have it, so it is empty. How it is giving this kind of a table is because we are trying to list it likewise. We are saying select star. Select star means it is going to list all the field column names, right? From table A, it is taking left join. It is going to left join with the table B, which is the right table. On what ID? We are going to do a joining on the ID. Okay, table IDs on both the tables. And union of the right join we will do. Then it gives the result. Okay, is this okay? Conceptually, is this fine? Joins. You have to see an example. So we will see an example tomorrow, okay, guys? Because I connected from home and I'm not able to properly switch between the windows. I'll take the exercises tomorrow. I'll show the examples tomorrow for this. Okay, along with the groups and this things. Okay. And afternoon I will try to connect. Maybe if I connect, I will give the steps to do the multi-node cluster installation. Okay, that will be fine. I think then you can do the multi-node cluster installation also and keep it. Okay, maybe after Vignesh sir finishes the class, I will show the steps to do that. Okay, tomorrow maybe I will be in office, then I can show the examples properly. I'll populate and keep the table also. Because for joints also I don't have the table, then it will take time to create the table and show. Okay, I hope that will be fine. Sorry about this today. You're all doing the exercises, right? Whatever I put it in the MySQL. Please do it, otherwise you will not remember it. All are simple exercises only. For one exercise, I have given the lab answers, and other one today I will try to today, and for 2 and 3 I'll try to give, and I'll also put 4. Okay. Hopefully from tomorrow it will be fine. Okay. Thank you all. You can leave. We'll catch up in the afternoon. Any doubts you can ask me. Otherwise.